What's up, guys? It's still an Android, and week 3 was a success. The Eagles are 3-0, but it wasn't pretty. It came really close. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it was a body bag game. I mean, everyone was going down. I'm worried about next week with our offensive line all beat up. Jason Kelsey's now hurt, and I'm not sure how much longer our line's gonna be able to play like this. You saw LaShawn McCoy last week when Jason Peters got ejected at the end of the game. There was only one starting lineman, and that was Todd Herremans, and there was no room for him. And McCoy is the Eagles' most dynamic weapon, and if he can't be that effective, what's gonna happen to the rest? How's that gonna affect this season? So McCoy apparently had to get checked for the concussion symptoms. And then they came back and he was fine, but that's not really what I don't think it's something to worry about too much, but the way he was hitting the holes, he didn't look like the Shady we saw. Sproles, it seemed like after that fumble, they were kind of hesitant to give him the ball. And the Redskins kind of forced them to play a game that they weren't used to. Instead of having to just run the ball and give it to tight ends, they were actually forcing Foles to throw it down the field, which I think got Matthews involved. It got Macklin involved. I want to see that happen. I like seeing our receivers get involved, but I also want to see a balanced attack. And I'm not blaming McCoy at all. I don't think there's anything he could have done about it. And I don't necessarily want to blame I don't want to point the fingers at anyone. It's just the fact that the injuries just seem to, the injuries haunted the Eagles, and it sucks. The loss of Michael Kendricks, we had a tough time on defense. It sucks. DeSean Jackson. What do I say? I'm sick of him now. I was a huge DeSean Jackson fan, but I don't know, what he did on Sunday, it kind of changed my opinion a lot. He apparently bleeds burgundy now. So yeah, DeSean Jackson, well, we taught him a lesson. At this point, I don't think it's a question of whether the Eagles need DeSean Jackson, because they don't. But I'm just wondering whether they'd be better with him, But we have the second highest scoring offense in the league right now. I can't complain about too much. So right now, I think we're in a good spot, 3-0. So if we do lose next week against San Francisco, we're 3-1, which is still a good start. Which I think we'll still be leading the division. Now I'm going to talk about the Baker hit. Alright, I think it was about an hour and a half ago, the NFL declared that hit was clean. I don't think it was clean at all. I think, Foles, the play was pretty much already over, and, Foles wasn't running after the defender. And he was blindsided, and I think if that were to happen to Brady, Manning, or Breeze, I think they would be suspended. I just think the Eagles always get a bad break with that. So yeah, this sucks, but Jason Peters, I give him a lot of credit. I know he got ejected, but I think what he did was great, and I think the whole team should, follow in his footsteps. If anyone ever touches your quarterback, you go up and stick up for him. Just like when DeSean pushed Malcolm Jenkins, what did Nate Allen do? He came up and pushed DeSean right back, which I think is that's what you're supposed to do. Cody Parkey still hitting those field goals. He's proven that he's clutch, which I'll take any day of the week. I think we got lucky that Kai Forbath missed a field goal. But you know, the Redskins, I think, are actually I think they're our toughest competitor in our division. I'm not worried about the Giants. The Cowboys, they're the Cowboys. They'll always find a way to, you know, cause us some trouble. But I think the Redskins, you know, they might actually be a good team this year. Kirk Cousins, for his first NFL start, that was a pretty good game, you know. He couldn't get done at the end, but I credit the Eagles' defense. Although the Eagles' defense got picked apart the whole game, what seems to be the story of the year is they step up when they have to, you know. That last drive when Donnie Jones gave him that punt that put him in good field goal range, you know. The Eagles stopped him, you know. Fletcher Cox stopped, I think it was Alfred Morris in the backfield. Boykin made 2 stops, you know. It was a good game, you know, and they're 3-0, so I can't complain too much. But Nick Foles, I'm still a believer. I think now all of his haters should just shut up, because what he did, I don't think many other quarterbacks in the league could do. So yeah, give that guy some credit, because he's one hell of a player. And yeah, I guess that's about it for my review. I guess like, comment, subscribe. I'll have a preview video out this weekend for the San Francisco 49ers game. And yeah, peace.